In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the front bumper cover on this Ford F-150. Now don't confuse this for the steel bumper. This is the bumper and this is the cover. It's just a plastic piece that is actually not even attached to the bumper. It floats on top, it's attached to the body and the fender's here, so I'll show you how to remove all that. It's easier than you think, so let's get started. The first thing we want to do is remove this push clip up here, which holds this shield on. As you can see, it's got a Phillips head cutout on it, so try to unscrew it. A lot of times they don't unscrew because it's, well, old and brittle and plastic and it just doesn't work like it should, but it should have some threads on it. Once you get it mostly out, you should be able to remove it completely, and then the rest of this push clip should pull right out, and then you'll be able to push this aside. Behind that shield, a 10mm bolt is hiding. Remove it. And on top of the headlight, two more 10mm bolts. They're all the same. With those off, the only thing holding this headlight in are two clips on this side, which I'll show you in a little. But to remove it, we want to pull it out. And the best way to do this is to just yank it all of a sudden. That'll break these clips free. There's not much you can do to get back there. There we go. And these are them right here, this one and this one. As you can see, they just snap into the fender. On the back side, we have some electrical connectors for bulbs. The turn signal / running light bulb, I'm going to twist counterclockwise and remove. For the main headlight bulb, I'm not going to take the bulb out. I'm just going to disconnect the connector because we will not be reusing this bulb. Last one is going to be this marker light. Twist this one too counterclockwise and pull it out. Now with the headlights off, let's start in the center and work our way towards the side. Now I'm only going to show you one side and you'll just have to do the same to the other side because it's a mirror image. So in the center here, right by the hood release lever, we have two 8mm bolts. Remove both of them. Because I'm moving my way towards the passenger side, I'm going to go to the left of where we just were, but of course, like I said, you would do the same to the driver's side. So I'm going to remove this 10mm bolt right here. Do the same to the other side. And now if you look right behind where the headlight was, where the fender meets the bumper cover assembly here, there are several 10mm fasteners. You'll see two of them here. There will be one further down. I'll show you that one in a second, but let's remove these two for now. So this first one you can get through right here. If you have an air ratchet or some other power tool that fits, it'll be a lot easier because you don't have to swing it back and forth. Okay, now the next one down we'll have to get from the inside of the fender well. So stick your tool in there and remove it. This is definitely where it comes in handy to have an air ratchet or an electric one. And if you keep following the bumper cover assembly right here, you'll see a few more 10mm fasteners. There are two mounting nuts on the side. They secure the fender flare onto the bumper cover, and then there's a 10mm bolt that goes right through at the top here through the fender. We have to take all of them out, so it doesn't matter which one you start with. Okay, there's the bolt. All right, so that's two of them. As you can see, the fender flare now pulls away. Last fastener that we have to remove is this one right here. It's a 10mm bolt that secures the bumper cover bracket. It's right in this little cutout. And once you take that out, you should be able to pull this away, just like so. There we go. Now back up top, where we removed the 10mm bolts, right after the first couple, you'll see this tab right here that you can press down. And once you press that down, it'll release the entire bumper cover bracket, and that'll be the last thing holding this on. And with that released, you should be able to pull this out and away, just like this. There are three different brackets on the back side, and they're all held in with these push clips. You want to use a trim tool and pop the center out. Once the center comes out, it'll release the entire push clip on each side. So there are two side brackets and one in the center. The one in the center has two push clips up top, so do the ones from the sides. So once you get these two out, flip it over. And with it flipped over, you can remove the 3 push clips from underneath. Once those are removed, you should be able to pull this away. So if you needed to replace this bracket, you'd replace it, and then you just go down the line and remove all the other ones to free up the bumper cover off of the brackets. And of course, if you have removed all of them, it's time to put them back. So line it up. It should just kind of snap into place here. There we go. It lines up perfectly, so I'm just going to put the push clips back in, line them up, press them down to lock them, flip it over, put on the 2 up top, and we are ready to reinstall it. And now it'll be time to reinstall the bumper cover assembly. So I'll just roughly line it up because we'll need to do some fine tuning here before it can actually slide in. The first of which is going to be this area where it has to slide into the radiator support. Clip it in like that. This will hold it in place temporarily. Now when it comes to this corner, you're going to want to tuck the bumper cover under, but also make sure that everything lines up. As you can see, it has these 2 pins here, and then underneath it has to line up also. There we go. It has to be nice and flush. And then you'll want to resecure the fender flare. Now we can bolt everything back up. Put these bolts through. This center one is going to be the trickiest one of them all. I think what I'm going to do is actually just drive it in, or guide it in with the air ratchet directly. Snug them up. A few more things to be put back here. There's going to be this bolt right on the corner, and then the 2 mounting nuts that hold the fender flare onto the fender itself. Tighten them all up. And then there was one last bolt right over here in this cutout that secured the bumper cover bracket to the fender. Let's put back this bolt over here that goes kind of underneath the headlight. And the last 2 over here, right by the hood latch release lever. Line up the socket. Once it falls in, turn it clockwise, and it should lock in. Now let's do the same for the rest of the bulbs. Once it lines up, slide it down and turn it clockwise to lock it in. And we are left with the turn signal / running light bulb. Slide this one in as well and turn it clockwise until it stops. There we go. All the bulbs are lined up. Now just line up those 2 tabs with the fender. Bring the headlight in. Once you feel it slide in, tap it and it should lock into place. At the top, let's put the 2 mounting screws back. Tighten them up. And put this one back. That was underneath this rubber flap here. Now line up this push clip, slide it through. You can pull the center out if you need to. If it doesn't fit, then push the center back in all the way, and there you have it. At the end of this video, you'll see how to adjust your headlights properly, which you'll want to do, and to adjust them, you have an adjustment screw that goes right through this opening, so that's where you'd use a Phillips head screwdriver and aim the beam up or down. So there you have it. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, don't forget to leave a like, and if you have anything to say, leave it in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell so you can stay up to date with all of our future content. Thanks for watching.